மௌனமா முறையார் காட்டும் மா பிரம்மவத்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசற்சீட செரி குருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோருருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமூகத்தன் அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே. We shall chant from the Mangala Venba. தேவன் திருவாயால் தேவி செவி புகட்டும் தேவிகாலோத்தர தேர்ஞான மாவிளைவாம் ஆனந்தவானமுத மானவருள் அத்துவித மானவருள் மோன கரியகமே முன் அனைவர்க்குமே முத்திக்காக அம்முத்தி தனையுரு மார்க்க காட்சிதானாம் அனையபர ஞானமா ஆச்சாரமே நாடுமெனக் குன்னருளால் வானவரீசாவழுத்து யாதினால் ஞானியர்கள் யாதோர் களங்கமுமில் ஓதரிய முத்திதனை உற்றிடுவார் மாதரசே ஞானவாச்சாரங்கள் நான் உனக்கின்றுரைப்பன் ஞானமுற யாவருமே நன்கு ஞானந்தான் யாவர்க்கும் நன்முகத்தோ இக்கால ஞானத்தால் உள்ளின் அணுகாதோ வான கணக்கில்லா கோடி நூல் கற்றாலும் மன்னோர்க்கு கற்றாலும் மன்னோர்க்கு உணர்வுதியாதென்றே உணர் அதனாலே நிற்பயனாயையமெனலின்றி எதனிலுமே இச்சை இலனாய் இதயத்தில் நற்ஸ்ரத்தையோடு நிராகுலனாய் ஞானத்தில் உற்சாக முள்ளோனாயுற்று மமதையின்றி கருணை மன்னிப்பூதங்கள் தமக்கெல்லாமே அபயம் தந்து முமுட்சுவாய் யோகத்திற் தத்பரனா யோதிக்காலோத்தரத்தின் ஏக வழி நிற்க இசைந்து. I suppose the tune has come. I am happy about that. So this Devikalottaram, as we have seen in the morning, is the Upadesha given by Parameshwara to Parvati Devi. Parvati Devi asked Parameshwara on our behalf, "O Lord, please give out the highest knowledge by which one can attain to the moksha. Out of compassion, please instruct me." Then Lord started instructing, saying that this is Kala Uttara Jnanam. You listen to this, you contemplate on it, and try to meditate on it. If you don't gain the knowledge through this jnana, you will never gain, even if you read hundreds and thousands of books. So this is the knowledge, he said. So, to understand or to become fit to receive this knowledge, what you have to do? Nirbhayanai. You should be fearless. You should not fear anything. Ayyamenalindri. You should not have any doubts regarding the path. Yadanilime ichchayiranai. Other than this path, you should not seek any other path, or you should not seek anything else in the world. Hidayathil na shraddhayodu, with shraddha and bhakti, nirakulanai, giving up all worries and anxieties. Jnanathil uchchahamullonai utru. You should become very dedicated, very enthusiastic about this knowledge. Nilvinna chetasa means with great enthusiasm you should pursue this knowledge. Mamada indri, giving up the mamakaram, attachment to the world outside. Karunai manni, with all compassion. And bhudangalukkellam abhayam tandu. And you have to take the vow of ahimsa, not to hurt anybody, destroy anything. That is called as giving abhayam to all the beings. Mumuchuvai, you should become a mumukshu, meaning desirous to know the truth. Tatparana yogatil, and you should put forward all efforts to abide. Kalotiratin yeha vali nirka isaindu, and you have to make up your mind to follow this path and to abide in it. So this is the qualification. And now moving on. Now the real Upadesham starts. See, it may look very odd reading these shlokas, but it's very beautiful. So 6th and 7th should be chanted together. Then it makes sense actually. Avandane nan muganum achivanum malum. Avandevar go guhanum avan. Avandan ahila surar kuruvum avan mayogi. Ahila tapodananumam. Pandidanum ma purudan paramartapperu. Kondavanum an kurungal. Mandiyulal. Vayu samasittam valitavana nichalana. Mayirutha petridumam. Avandane nan muganum achivanum malum. Avandevar kon guhanum avan. Yavandan ahila surar kuruvum avan mayogi. Ahila tapodananumam. Pandidanum maburudan paramartapperu. Kondavanum annavane kurungal. Mandiyulal. Vayu samasittam valitavana nichalana. Mayirutha petridumam. See here, what Bhagavan is saying, I mean Parameshwara to Parvati, what he is saying, Mandi, see you have to take the 7th verse first, and the 2nd line, the last word, and then the 3rd and 4th line. You have to first read that and then try to read the whole thing. See what he is saying, Mandi Ural, Vayu Samasittam, Valittu yavana nichalanamayiruttha pettiduvar. Meaning, this chittam, this mind, chitta means in general you can say mind, antakarana, whatever. This mind, mandi ulal vayu samasittam. How is it? It is not like ordinary sort of a wind. Vayu means wind, na? Vayu. Mandi ulal means what? It is a terrible hurricane. Mandi means what? It is moving with so much of speed. And mandi means what? Going round and round like. Mandi ulal, mandi vayu samam sittam. So this mind is uncontrollable. Even Arjuna complains there. Sanchalam hi mana Krishna. This is always sanchalatmika, always wavering, oscillating, running here, there. And it's like what? It is like wind. You cannot control it. Especially when the wind moves with great speed. He's in a hurricane and all. Like this, if it goes, it becomes horrible actually. Our mind is like that. That is what he's saying. Mandi ulal means like this. Vayu samasittam. Valittu yavanal nichalanamayiruttha pettidumo. One who can control that mind. Means Valittu means what? Forcefully, with a will or with any technique, if he can control that mind, nichalanamayiruttha padumam. If he can make it still, that mind, which is now moving in great speed, if he can control, tame the mind and make it still, meaning without moving, quiet, peaceful, abiding in the heart, if one can do it, then he is Avandane Nanmuhanum, he is Brahma, the creator. Achivanum, he is Shiva. Malum, he is Vishnu. Mal means Tirumal, Vishnu. Avan Devarhon, he is the chief of Devas. Who is that? Indra. He is Indra. Guhanumavan, Deva Senadhipati, Muruga. Guhan means Subramanya. He is Subramanya. Avandan Ahila Surar Guruvum. Surar means Devan. Sura Guru means Brihaspati, the Guru of Devas. He is Brihaspati. Avan Ma Yogi. He is a Yogeshwaran. Ahila Tapodananumam. And he is a Tapas Chakravarti. Who, if one can really control the mind, tame the mind, and make it nischalanam, still, not moving, or better, to absorb it in the mind, in the heart, in Atma, the self, he has conquered everything. So he is praised here, saying that he is like Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, he is Guha, and he is the Deva's Guru, Brihaspati, and he is Mayogi, he is Tapotanan, Tapaschakravarti, he is everything, because that is very hard. That is very hard to control the mind. Is it not all of our experience? Mind is terrible sometimes. See, when we are in the sattvic mood, mind is little, tamed, and it is pleasant. It cooperates. But sometimes when it goes into the terrible mood, rajasic mood, like the evil spirit has possessed. I told the other day, the monkey, which is monkey which is drunk and stung by a scorpion and possessed by a ghost. So this mind is terrible. So one who can control this mind by whatever ubhayam, whatever means, and he can make it still, then he is the hero. So much so that he is the Trimurtis, Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. And he is Mayogi and Tapodanan. Not only that, Panditanum Mahaburudan. He is Pandita. He is a wise one. He has mastered all scriptures. Because why to master all scriptures? Only to make the mind abide in the heart. So he is Panditan, Mahapurudan, he is Mahapurushan. Paramartha peru kondavanum annavane. Paramartha peru means what? He has known everything. Paramartha, he has attained to that Paramapada. Paramartha peru kondavanum annavane. He is the one who has attained to that Paramartha peru. Meaning the highest. Why? This mind is the obstacle. Manayeva karanam manushyanam bandha mokshayoho. See, this is an Upanishadic statement. Manayeva karanam manushyanam bandha mokshayoho. Mind alone is cause for the bondage, and through mind alone we should get liberated. When mind is so attached to the world outside, and mind is so stubborn with so much of vasanas roaming outside always, then it is a Shatru. Nisa Satturu. When the mind is tamed through proper sadhana, when the vasanas are exhausted, when the mind can be made still, that is the most beautiful thing. With that mind you can achieve great success in the world outside also, and with that mind you can abide inside also. So, Kurungal Mandiyural Vayu Samasittam Valittu Evan Nichalanama Irutta Pettidumam. So, one who has brought the mind again and again, and he has kept it in the heart, made it still. He is all these great people or great devatas. So once this much if you understand from the books, then what is the use of going on studying? Oh, you have to sit quiet. And see, Bhagavan has given us few paths. One is you control the breath, the mind also will be controlled. And then you meditate on any lakshya, maybe the form of the Lord or the mantra, whatever. The meditation means what? Again and again, the mind should go only to that lakshya. This is single pointed attention. Or Bhagavan has said, you sort of don't worry about any other thoughts, you only put your attention on who am I. From where the I thought, the sense of I is arising. And then dive deep within. That he has said. Otherwise, surrender everything at his feet, saying that, O Lord, unnishtam ennishtam. Whatever is your wish is my wish. Inbu adu, that is joy for me. Ennenivatra ennuyire ennam meduvo adu seivai. So if you offer everything at the feet of the Lord, and if you perform your actions as the worship of the Lord, not eyeing on the results of the action, always dedicated to the Lord, thinking about the Lord, then also mind becomes quiet. Mind is purified. And mind is full of devotion, love. When the mind is full of love, automatically it becomes quiet and absorbed. Love for the God or the self. So any one of these techniques, you control this mind. Manam bona pokellam poha vendam. Meaning wherever the mind takes you, you should not go. See, that is why Gurudev Swami Chinmayanji beautifully points out there are two paths. One is path of the pleasant and path of the good. What is path of the pleasant? Whatever the mind suggests, we want to immediately do it. Because the mind wants immediate gains, immediate pleasure. So that is path of the pleasant. It may be very sweet to begin with, but later it becomes very poisonous, bitter. But path of pleasant means, path of the good means what? Whatever the Buddhi says. That may be very hard at the beginning, but in the due course it may help us. So therefore, here, one who can tame the mind, he has tamed. Even 1,000 elephants you can tame, but not the mind. சித்தத்தை அடக்கி சும்மா உட்கார்ந்துக்கிறது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் உலகத்தில். To keep quiet, to stay சும்மா is highest tapas. யானற்று இயல்வது தேரின் எதுவது தானத்தவம் என்றான் உந்தீவர. Means without the ego sense, to remain quiet is almost impossible. Like to think about something, to conceive, to plan, to execute, to run, do this, do that, get it done, that is all easy. Anybody can do. Now with the smartphone and all, you are very smart, so you can do everything. You can organize for a big wedding only through phone. Big tamasha you can organize very easily. But to keep quiet, to remain peaceful, absorbed, that is almost impossible. So therefore it is said, such a Mahapurusha who has conquered his mind, he is Brahma only. He is Shiva only, Rudra, Shiva only, and he is Vishnu only. And he is the Devati Devas. And he is the Guha, Lord Muruga. See, Muruga means what? Subramanya, he is Jnana Guru. He has given Upadesha to even Shiva. So he is Muruga, Lord Muruga only. And he is Mahayogi, not ordinary yogi, Mahayogi and Tapodanan. He is Tapas Chakravarti. And Panditan, he is a great scholar. Because he attained the end result of all studies. And Mahapurudan, Paramartha Peru Kondavan. He has attained to the highest. Paramartha Peru means highest. He attained to the highest. So, what we need to do? We need to control or tame this mind. See, this mind cannot be tamed as we think, By watching and observing the mind, without interfering with its activity, just watching and observing, we can actually tame the mind. Or shifting the attention from the thoughts to the thinker. From the thoughts to the thinker, and to dive deep within. பேச்சு மூச்சு அடக்கிக் கொண்டு ஆழ்ந்தறிய வேண்டுமறி கூர்ந்த மதியால் பேச்சு மூச்சு எங்கேயோ கேட்ட மாதிரி இருக்கா உள்ளது நாற்பது we have listened how to retrace the object which has fallen in the waters in the well. கூர்ந்த மதியால் with attention பேச்சு மூச்சு அடக்கிக் கொண்டு ஆழ்ந்து அறிய வேண்டும். Like that we have to do this chicharam. So by any means, if you can tame the mind and make it still. Is it possible for the mind to become still? Mind can never be still. Only when it is absorbed in the heart. That same mind is called as the heart or the Paramatma. When it is still. The mind, when it is moving, it is called as mind. When it is still, it is called as Atma, the self. Actually, the same thing only. So this is what we have to do. And he is the hero, real hero. How beautifully he has put, na? Very beautifully, he has driven the point in a very most beautiful way. And similarly, we have to read the 8th and 9th verse together. அதுதானே முத்தி குபாயம் அதுவே சதுபாயர் சார்குணம் தானும் அதுவே பிரக்ஞை திறத்தன்மை பின்னும் அதுவே திறத்தன்மை பின்னும் தருமம் விவேகியர்க்குத்தான் அதுவே நத்தீர்த்தம் அதுவே யாந்தானம் அதுவே தவமாகும் ஐயம் இதில் இல்லை எவ்வுபாயத்தினாலே வாயு விச்சலன இவ்வுளங்கட்டுப்படுமோயன் அதுதானே முத்தி குபாயம் அதுவே சதுபாயர் சார்குணம் தானும் அதுவே பிரக்ஞை திறத்தன்மை பின்னும் அதுவே தருமம் விவேகியர்க்குத்தான் அதுவே நற்தீர்த்தம் அதுவே யாம்தானம் அதுவே தவமாகும் ஐயம் இதிலில்லை எவ்வுபாயத்தினாலே வாயு விற்சலன இவ்வுள்ளங்கட்டுப்படுமோவென் கட்டுப்படுமோவென். அதுதானே முக்தி. That is mukti. That is called as mukti. Which is called as mukti? He is going to explain. In the last 2 lines only he is going to explain. Adudane mukti. That is mukti. Muktikku ubhayam aduve. That is the means for liberation. Adudane muktikku ubhayam aduve. நான் அப்படி படிக்கக்கூடாது. அதுதானே முக்திக்கு உபாயம். That is the right means to attain to the highest moksha. Aduve sadubaya sar gunam danum. That aduve should go along with the second line. Aduve sad upaya sar gunam danum. See, that is, aduve means that is sad upaya. One who is wanting to know the sadvastu. He is called as sadubaya. Sad ubhaya means one who is always thinking to reach the sadvastu. And he is planning how to go about. That is sadubhaya. Sar gunam danum. That is the kalyana gunam. This seeker who is striving always cherishes. That is the sadguna. Sar gunam danum. That is the guna one has to develop. Which one? Wait. Aduve prajñai. Prajñai, means what? Nirvishesha jnanam is called as prajñai. Meaning what? Nirvishaya jnanam, not nirvishesha. Nirvishaya jnanam. Meaning, now in our knowledge there are objects. Objects of the world. Objects means what? Emotions, thoughts, everything is object only. Nirvishaya jnana means what? In that knowledge there is no object. Objectless awareness. That is called as nirvishaya jnana. That is called as prajna. When the knowledge has got nothing to illumine, when it illumines itself, it is prajnanam. You understand what I am saying? Generally, the knowledge has got something to illumine. Means it says this is the door, this is the window. Like that, it illumines something always. It has got nothing to illumine and illumines only itself. That is called as prajnanam. That is prajnanam. And tirattanmai, that is called as, you know what? The stability of the mind. Tirattanmai, firmness of the mind. Tirattanmai. Aduve dharmam vivekiyarku. That is, vivekiyarku means the discriminative ones. Dharmam, swadharmam. That is the swadharmam for the wise ones, the discriminative ones. What about you? What are you talking about? Wait. Aduve nar tirtham. Tirtha means what? The tirtha yatra we undergo, na? Holy rivers and all, we go and bathe, and pilgrimage. Everything is called as tirtham only. Aduve nal tirtham. That is a holy pilgrimage spot. Holy pilgrimage. Aduve and dhanam. That is charity. Dhana means giving money or wealth or anything. Charity. Aduve tavamahum. That is tapas. That is real tapas. Which one? Ayyam idilillai. There is no doubt about this. Yevubayathinale vayuvir chalanam. Vayuvir chalanam ivvulam kattupadumo. Yevubayathinale vayuvir chalana ivullang kattupadumo. By what means? Yevubayathinale vayuvir chalana. Ullam means this mind, which is vayuvir chalana, which is always chanchala, like or more than the wind. Vayu. More than vayu. So you understand why vayu is always said? Because vayu has got no form. And if you want to control vayu, how will you go about? See, at least water, if it comes, you can put some, bag full of, mud or whatever, sand and all. To some extent you can control. How will you control the wind? very hard. And if it is really like a hurricane, nobody can do anything. See, every year in US and other places, everything is destroyed. They say it comes in how many, hundreds of kilometers per hour and all, per miles. Destruction, galore. And I was in Sri Lanka when that tsunami happened, my God, what a destruction. So these natural calamities, and especially the hurricane, you yourself will be thrown away. So this mind is like that. Sometimes it is terrible, horrible. See, especially when it is horrible, in the nights, when you are sleeping, but suddenly you are awake and you don't know what to do, and you don't get sleep also. Something goes into your head. That is it. And then the mind goes on and on and on, and you don't know what to do. You get up, you do something, and you don't know when it is going to be dawn. It is going to, when the sun is going to rise. No. So long nights, they say. What is a long night? You feel as if the night is very long. Because mind. See, otherwise mind is okay. But when some worm, some puru, ulla poyi kodaya arambichukonga, thale kodanjittu. No sort of solution for that, or no prayachittam for that. This mind is terrible. So what we have to do at that time, we should not think about that matter. Whatever may be the matter, we have to just put it on the back burner, and we should start chanting the Lord's name. Let it be there. It cannot kill you, definitely. So start chanting the Lord's name. That is the only way out, I am telling you. At that time, saying who for whom this thought and all may not work. Because when the mind is so turbulent, all those things may not work. Lord's name alone will help that time. Start the chanting. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And the Lord's name has got such a power. He can take care of everything. As I told you, the Rajas aspect, when it goes down and then Sattva comes up, the same thing will not disturb you that much. Please understand. Therefore, எந்த உபாயத்தினாலோ வாயுவிற் சலன உள்ளம், this mind which is worse than the wind or hurricane, chalanam kattupadumo. Kattupadumo means which can be restrained. Kattupadumo. Whatever may be the means, by that if the mind can be tamed, controlled, then that is adudane muttikku ubhayam. That is the means for moksha. Aduve sadubhaya sar gunam. That is the sadgunam these sadubhaya, these seekers, they aspire for. Aduve prajnai. Aduve prajnanam. Aduve tirattanmai. That is the firmness or stability of the mind. Aduve dharmam vivehi irukku. That is the swadharma of the wise ones, discriminative ones. Which one? By whatever means the mind can be tamed, that is the swadharma of these vivekis. Aduve tirtham. Why? Why do we go for tirtha yatra? Why do we give dhanam? Why do we do tapascharya and all? For the chitta shuddhi, for the purification of the mind. So when you control the mind, tame the mind and make it so quiet, or better, if you can destroy the mind by the proper vichara, then there is no need for even chitta shuddhi. You are going beyond chitta shuddhi. So by controlling the mind and making it quiet and peaceful, you have achieved whatever you are going to achieve through this tirtha, dhana, tapascharya and all. So this is what we have to teach our children from the young age, how to tame the mind. When the mind is turbulent, what to do? See, Vivekananda and all, if he if you read story and all, he used to sit and he used to meditate at a young age. Once there was a snake or something, everybody ran, but he was still, and he was very young, like some 7-8-year-old boy. He was meditating. And you know what? Later Vivekananda, means he shared with his devotee saying, I was always thinking that sleep means there comes a jyoti and the jyoti expands and everything is absorbed in it. That is what I was thinking as sleep, because from his childhood onwards that was his experience. He was not going into tamas or ignorance. He was merging with the light. Always. For him, sleep means he was thinking. For everybody, he was thinking. For everybody, that sort of light engulfs everything. That is sleep he was thinking for so long. Meaning what? He is not an ordinary soul. He is one of the Saptarishis. Meaning he was merging with the light means what? That samadhi he was entering into every day. Unknowingly. Without effort. So therefore, this is everything. This is what we have to teach our children actually. This we don't teach. We teach all nonsense. And then when they grow up, they get degrees. But when they have to face challenges, they fail. Yeah, suicides. And then drugs. And then they mess up their whole life, mess up everybody. Because when you are not peaceful, the mind which is very peaceful will not hurt anybody. So, see, either by chanting some Vedic mantras or some stotras, mind can be quietened. By listening to wonderful, soothing music, life can be quietened. Or taking out a walk in a wonderful, picturesque, this thing the mind will become peaceful. And through genuine, pure love, mind can become peaceful. Kama raga vivarjitam. Where there is no desire and attachment, when there is only pure love, mind can quieten actually. Through mantra chanting, mind can be quietened. For me, sometimes, when I look at Bhagavan and his eyes, mind becomes quiet. See, there is one photo, beautiful photo, only his bust. You just look at his eyes and just look at him, the mind becomes quiet. Priya Darshanan. Yesterday we saw, na? Priya Darshanan. When you have darshan of these Mahatmas, mind becomes very light and very joyful for no reason. So, if there is a sannidhi, there is a presence where we can go and sit and mind becomes quiet, how wonderful it is. Hrit Shantikara Sannidhyaya Namaha. One of the Ashtotra mantra, Hrit Shantikara Sannidhyaya Namaha. His sannidhi is such, when you go and sit in his sannidhi, the mind becomes peaceful. Adudane Mukti Kubayam. Illaya? Aduve Sadubaya Sargunam Danum. Aduve Pragnai. Aduve Tirattanmai. Aduve Dharmam Vivekiyarku. Aduve Tirtham. Aduve Danam. Aduve Tavamahum. So when you go and sit at the feet of the Lord, Bhagavan or the Sadguru, then that is everything, because there the mind quietens effortlessly. So people only expect some magic to happen, some extraordinary things to happen. But this is the real magic. When this mind, which can never be tamed otherwise, if it becomes really quiet in the presence of somebody, then that is the real magic. That is the real siddhi. And this sthalam, Arunachala Kshetram, is one. This is Marumattalam. If you are here with Shraddha and Bhakti, the mind becomes Tane Tane Tattva Madanai Tane Kattuvaya Arunachala. It becomes quiet by itself. There are like that sthalam, very special places actually there. And any Jivan Mukta Samadhi you go and sit, you will have the same experience. Bhagavan's Samadhi is there, na? You go and sit there. Sheshadri Swami Samadhi is there. See, we don't know things, Temple, yes, there is Sanidhyam in temple also because of, mantra ucharana and all those things. And Lord is there, definitely. But even temples gain their power due to some Samadhi of some Siddha Purusha. This we don't know actually. Samadhi is very powerful. That is why Bhagavan says the Jivan Mukta's body should not be thrown out, should not be burnt. It is temple of the Lord, he says. Meaning what? There the power emanates. There you can sit, there will be peace. That is why whenever I go to any big kshetram, like if I go to Rishikesh, yes, Ganges is beautiful. You can sit at the feet of Ma Ganga. But when you go there to Shivananda Ashram, I go and sit at the Samadhi Sthal. There is a Vishwanatha temple also there. Yes, that is beautiful, no doubt about it. I go always prefer to sit at the Samadhi Sthal of the great Jnana Gurus. I tell you, it is something else. Shirdi Sai, like that. If you go to the, but you can't sit there. People don't allow you to sit. Not even stand. Run. Because it's become so popular, so famous. And if you can sit. And the real Samadhi is here, in our own hearts, where we attain Samadhi. So if we can sit near the heart, then that is the best. You will not go anywhere. So whatever may be the means by which if you can tame this mind, make the mind still, that is the real thing. Other explained, but he has given two verses. Aduve mukti kubhayam. What is mukti after all? When the mind is dissolved in Paramatma, that is mukti. When the mind becomes still, it cannot remain. It has to perish. Mind can remain only when it is throbbing with some ideas, some thoughts, something. When it is not fed with anything, it has to perish in its own Moolasthana. What is the Moolasthana? Self. Self is the Moolasthana. Avive mukti kubhayam. So therefore, they say now, this sadhana chatushtayam, they say. Sadhana chatushtayam. Viveka, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti and Mukshutvam, they say. Viveka means discrimination between the real and the unreal. Vairagya means not to get attached to the unreal. That is Vairagya. Shat Sampatti, they say. There are 6 wealth, treasure. Shat Sampatti. What is Shat Sampatti? Dhamma, Shama, Uparadhi, Shraddha, Titiksha and Samadhana. What is Dhamma means? Sense control. Shama means what? Mind control. There comes the mind control. Then Uparati, all those things. Uparati means withdrawal. So only when the mind is quiet, it is available for anything. See, imagine, if you are going for a picnic or going for a sort of a vacation out, let us say you have booked and you are going to Switzerland, beautiful place you are going, let us say. When you are about to start and you reach the airport and about to take the flight, you got a very bad news that you have been fired. Nowadays that is happening, na? Fired from your work. Then the mind becomes, ayyo. Then, even though you go to Switzerland, can you enjoy anything? Or when you are enjoying there, let us, your very dear one has died, got the heart attack and admitted in ICU. Can you enjoy? You cannot. Only when the mind is healthy, only the mind is, cheerful, you can enjoy anything in the world. What is the healthy state of the mind? The mind which is quiet, peaceful and cheerful, that is healthy mind. That can only enjoy anything in this world. Even if a feast is served in front of you, the mind is somehow not, happy, healthy, you cannot enjoy anything. Mind is everything. Suppose, let us say, your girlfriend has ditched you. Meaning, that is heartbroken. See, it's not easy actually. It's very difficult actually. Heartbroken you are. Can you enjoy anything? See, at least for 1 week or 2 weeks, whatever, maybe the period, you are like a madman. You can't enjoy anything. You may go for a beautiful movie with your friends. They all may be whistling and enjoying. Unnuடைய தலைவனுடைய படம். But still, inside your heart, you will be very sad. Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Hey, come on, yaar, forget about that. Enjoy this movie first. Okay. But still, inside. So when the mind is not peaceful, you cannot enjoy anything. When there is turbulence in mind, you cannot enjoy anything. Manayeva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. Mind only creates the attachment. Mind only gets attached and mind only suffers. See, when you are attached to a person, let us say, mind cannot enjoy anyway. When you are with that person also, the mind will always be thinking, if I lose this person, or, how long this will last, it will go away now. If you are attached to the person, if that person is not around, so through attachment you cannot enjoy anything actually. So therefore mind, I tell you, is terrible actually. If somebody can tame the mind, quieten the mind and keep it cheerful, see, this is very important sign of a sadhak. If a person can keep the mind cheerful always, that is something else. That can happen only through punya karmas of previous janmas. For no reason mind will be sad, miserable. Hey, you have got everything? Yeah, I got, but still this I didn't get. That I didn't get. Hey, you are going in Ben's car. You should be happy. What Ben's car? That fellow is having jet, private jet. I'm only having a car. He's having private jet. He is owning an island. I'm owning a small flat in the dirty Mumbai. Mumbai, Rama. You should not talk about Mumbai. It's the worst place to live in. He has got an island like Mumbai, and I am in the only small pondu in a flat in Mumbai. But that fellow in island, he is suffering peacefully, luxuriously he is suffering. He has got so much of debt. He is absconding now. He is absconding now. And Bob, default, bankruptcy. He has announced bankruptcy. And he is there in the island, not knowing what to do. So the mind. So we have taken a course on meditation, a 6-7 days course. It is available in our website also. Not in YouTube. YouTube also is available. So there we have given A to Z of meditation. How to control or tame this mind. We have started from the basic, and we have given all sorts of, techniques, tips to control. You go and see if possible when you have got time. It's a real good sort of a package for meditation.
It's called Mind the Mind.
You go in there, meditation, something meditation or something. I don't remember now exactly. So it is there. So it's very nice. Like that, you should know how to tame this mind. Adudane muttikku bhayam. When you go on studying books, you cannot quieten the mind. Because palanur kudumbam ulla irukku. So many families are there inside. That book, this book, that book, everything is now fighting with each other. So you cannot have any peace. Pannur kudumbam. We saw in Anubandham. At least for the ordinary man, there is only one kudumbam, one family. So much of strife. So for him inside, there are 100 families inside. So by study, you cannot gain peace. By even delivering lectures, you cannot gain peace. Why? You can get applause, but not peace. And always you compare with others. That person is giving lectures and hundreds of people are coming. For me, only 20 people are coming. He is getting 10,000 likes. Within 2 days, he got 10,000 likes. I'm not crossing 100. ரொம்ப struggle. 70. I should go and like always. Every day is a project for me. 100 times you go and come. So 100 views. And you have to another 20-30 people. Give them 200 rupees every day. You should go out and come back. Go out and come back. So that way you get 1,000 views. So you feel miserable. See, this mind can feel miserable for anything, அவளுக்கு மட்டும் இப்படி முடி இப்படி அழகா வளருது, எனக்கு முடியே வளர மாட்டேங்குது. People can, feel sad for anything. I tell you. People can feel sad for anything. For anything and everything. So this mind can be kept in control, can be tamed, and can be kept cheerful. That is real tapas. That is everything. Is that not so? Do you agree with me? Yeah. Sittam siridasaya samsara nichalama. Sitta nilai nikka mukti sittamidu. Sittam tiramaka vendum adalinal timan. Paramam prajnayinal par. Sittam siridasaya samsara nichalama. Sitta nilai nirka mukti sittamidu. Sittam tiramaka vendum adalinal timan. Paramam prajnayinal par. See, here also one important fact of living is stated here. Sittam siridasaya samsara. When the mind, even little bit, if it oscillates, siridasaya samsara. It is samsara only. Samsara means what? It is dukkham only. Sittam siridasaya. See, that is the highest way of defining samsara. Sittam siridasaya samsara. See, that day I was telling you, when the mind starts vibrating, there the universe is created. There the universe is created. And there we get attached. And then we suffer. When the mind is made still, there is no world. There is only Paramatma. Somehow, when the Paramatma is there as it is, there is no samsara. From there, when the mind starts vibrating for some reason, then comes the world with things and beings, and there comes everything. There comes Sukha Dukkha, there comes samsara. This is what's explained in Mandukya Karika, Alata Shati Prakarana. This is very, very remarkable. If you think about it, if you understand this, only when the I thought comes, everything else comes. What is mind rising? I thought rising is mind rising. So in the deep sleep state, there is no mind, there is no I thought. Therefore, there is no world, there is no samsara whatsoever. But when in the dream or in the waking, when the mind rises, meaning the I thought rises, then there is a world. And then because of our vasanas, our attachment towards the world. And then we run. And then we enjoy or suffer, whatever. That is samsara. Sittam siridasaya samsara. When the mind is not moving, when it is absorbed in the heart, there is no samsara. Then alone there is no samsara. When the mind is somehow destroyed, meaning it will never rise again, then it is Sagaja sthiti, where that Mahatma has no samsara at all. Yadghatva nanivartante. He will never slip away from his true state. Otherwise, for all of us, the mind starts oscillating, then that is samsara. Sittam siridasaya samsara. Nichalama sitta nilai nirka mukti. Nichalama means what? When the mind is made still. Nichalanama. Nichalanam means what? It made still. Nichalama sitta nilai nirka mukti. That is mukti. When the mind is made still, absorbed, not moving, that nilai, that state is called as mukti. Nirka mukti. Siddhamidu. See there in the second line when he says Siddhamidu means this is the truth. There the Siddhamidu means what? This is the truth. What is the truth? Siddhamidu. This is for sure. This is the naked truth. When the mind starts vibrating, oscillating, moving, then there is samsara. See, don't forget this statement. What is samsara? When the mind starts moving, as if in the dream or in the waking state, there is samsara. When the mind is quiet and still, or whatever may be the reason, there is no mind, then there is no samsara, as in deep sleep, as in samadhi too. In deep sleep, the avarana is not removed. Avarana means the veil. There is some sort of non-apprehension. Veil is there. But in the samadhi, there is no non-apprehension. The veil is removed, so you are one with the self. But in both the cases, the mind is not active. Therefore, there is no samsara. In the deep sleep also no samsara. And in the samadhi state also there is no samsara. And the dream and waking, when the mind starts, then there is samsara. Adam pay. See, Bhagavan is equated to the ghost, na? Uruvatra pay ahandai vor. It is a ghost actually. So, whatever may be the means, if we can really keep the mind under our control, when we want to study, the mind should be helpful. It should study with us. When we want to go and play, the mind should go and play. When we want to watch film, the mind should watch film. When we want to eat, the mind should eat. When we want to go to sleep, mind should go to sleep. When you want to get up early, the mind should get up. That is discipline. And that we have tamed the mind. When we want to study, the mind says, tomorrow I will study. 4:35, get up, I don't want to get up. When you go for vacation, mind gets up at 5 o'clock, fresh. Why? I have to go and see all these places. I have to go and eat at that place, have ice cream. So it is ready. So this is the controlling the mind means what? Whatever you say, the mind should listen. But for us now, opposite, just opposite. Like the spoiled child. Mind will not listen. 7:30, 6:45 is the class. I should come by 6:40. Then mind should, okay, I will come with you. That's it. Swami, everything pesi kisi adallam aramikku 7 ஆயிடும். So okay, we'll go by 6:55. What is there? Why do I say all those mantras? At least that person should come now by 6:55. That is why I go on chanting all mantras. That person thinks, என்ன போய் என்ன சேர்ப்போம் அதே one agenda only, ragi madri. The self, mind should be absorbed in the self. Mind should be absorbed in the self. For another 15-20 days, the Swami is going to same thing. He is going to போய்க்கலாம், பிரச்சனை இல்லை. Mind will not cooperate. 12:30. So mind is not cooperating. We have spoiled our mind. Whatever it likes, it wants to do. Whatever it doesn't like, it doesn't want to do. But for us, what we should ensure, whatever is right, it should do. Not whatever it likes, whatever is right, it should do. See, this person I really appreciate, Ravinder Ji. He comes for all the classes in time. For the temple also he comes in time. Whatever he's supposed to, he does it. Very nice. That is discipline actually. This discipline has been cultivated. Cultivated. It's not easy. It will not come. See, I am also not that disciplined actually. See, since I am Acharya, I have to come for the puja, I am coming. I have to go and sit there, I am sitting. If given a choice, I will give in choice to another. Kamta will anyway do puja now. And you know what happens? Sometimes he rings money from their bell. Then from my room only I will worship Lord. See, Lord is anyway here, not there. The mind game, you know. See, even in sports, they say it is not actually a physical game, it's mind game. When the mind is disturbed, that fellow will lose his concentration. That is what called as, what is it? Sledging. In cricket, they have not heard about anything. You are like this. If you don't know cricket, you cannot live here. Especially India, you cannot live here. Sledging means what? That fellow will go on disturbing his mind. At one point of time, this fellow will get worked up, then gone. But there are few people who will never be worked up. So, he will never be worked up. He is successful. So, meaning what? Nitka mukti, siddham idu. Sittam tiramakave vendum. So, this mind, enakena prakarena, by any means, tiramakave vendum, should be made still, should be made firm, like not moving. Stiramakave, stiram enartham, it should not be made, it should not be allowed to oscillate. Stiramakave vendum means it should be made to firmly abide. Sthirama irukonu. Or idathula asayama sthirama irukonu. Should be made firm. Abide. Adalinar, therefore, paramam pragyayinal sittam tiramakave vendum. How to go about? Paramam pragyayinal. Ippudu you have to read. Paramam pragyayinal sittam tiramakave vendum. Dhiman, not dreaman. See, if you read there, the third line, last word is treeman. It's not treeman. Though it's Tamil grammar, because of that it has become treeman. It is not treeman, it is dhiman. The has become ra. Dhiman, buddhiman, the wise one. What the wise one has to do? Paramam pragyayinal sittam tiramakave vendum. Paramam pragyayinal means what? By abiding continuously in that prajna, the self, the mind has to be made still. Prajna means what? Nirvishaya sthiti. By not giving any value to any of the objects of the world, emotions or thoughts, when you remain in yourself, then the mind cannot move. Our Acharya always used to say the mind moves only in three parameters. One is desha, another is kala, another is vastu. If you can tie the mind in one place, in the moment, giving it only one object, it will not move. How it moves in the space? It moves to UK suddenly. It moves to America. It moves to maybe wherever, your native place. It goes here, there, everywhere. It moves in time, past, future. It moves here, there. And in the objects. Object means what? One object, other object jumps like a monkey. So what is meditation? You are making the mind one-pointed by tying it in one place. Now you meditate only concentrate on the Sangya chakra or in the heart. One place. You are not supposed to move anywhere else. Only one place. And you are not supposed to think anything about the past or think anything about the future or not think anything about the present life also. Don't think anything, just remain in the presence, present. Third thing, Now I am going to give you one object. You have to hold on only to that object. Like giving a stick to the monkey. Monkey otherwise jumps here, there, na. You give a stick to the monkey, it cannot move much. Like that you give one object. That is the Lord's form or the mantra. You have to hold on to this and think only about this. Then the mind becomes one-pointed. When the mind becomes too one-pointed, it becomes still. So what is meditation? Tying the mind to desha, one kala, one vastu. Not allowing the mind to roam around freely in different desha kala vastu. That is meditation. How to go about? You should take a resolve that I am going to concentrate only on one point, Hridayasthanam. And there too, I am not going to think about anything about the past or future, just now. And then only one object. What is that object? That object can either be the form or the mantra or the self only. Aham, what is rising as I. That is the one object which I am going to focus on. Like that if you focus, the mind becomes still. So, Paramam Prajnayal Sittam Tiramakave Vendum. See, that is how you have to read. Paramam Prajnayinal, with the Paramam Prajna, hey, the monkey. Ipada I was talking about the monkey. Oh, okay. No, that saw another big monkey sitting here, so it ran away, scared. So, Sittam Tiramakave Vendum. How? Paramam Prajnayinal Sittam Tiramakave Vendum. With the Paramam Prajna means what? Abiding in that Prajna. Meaning not giving any room for any thoughts, only focusing on oneself, and you abide, then the mind becomes absorbed in that self. Par, the last word, par means not see. Here par means please understand. Par, please understand. Understand. Arivayaha. Par means arivayaha. Understand. Paramam Prajnayinal Sittam Tiramakave Vendum. So by either giving one object, meditate on that. Don't go in past or future. Don't roam here, there in the space, one place, like that. Or don't give any value to any thoughts except the I thought. By absorbed in that Paramam Prajnai, this Manadai Tiramakave Vendum. You have to make this mind firm, still, absorbed in the heart. This is what has to be done. Yena kena prakarena. By whatever means you follow, make the mind still. Why? When the mind vibrates, then it is samsara. When the mind is still, then it is moksha. So this is the crux of the matter. So whatever may be the means, you make the mind still. One of the ways is Paramam Prajnayinal. Dhiman, the Buddhiman, the wise person, Paramam Prajnayinal Sittam Tiramakave Vendum. Sittatai Tiramakanu. Understand? So you'll stop here. Om Purnamadha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.